Alright folks, and welcome to another edition of our journey in the visual novel If My Heart Had Wings. Last episode, we found out that the two twins are the granddaughters of a director of the high school. How about that? Asa and Yoru, granddaughters of a director of the high school. You never can tell what will happen and when. Well, with that, let's find out how that conversation continued in the next episode, which is now. Amane, how about it?
前回の続きから。あ、わかった。
And with that, here we go.
正確には理事長ね。
Chairman of the board. How about that? The boarders begin to murmur, as they are such a powerful sounding title.
というわけだから部屋を見せてもらえないかしら。
That's...
すぐに入居できるんでしょ。
There's a really bad leak. Also, we thought you'd be arriving tomorrow, so it hasn't been cleaned yet.
すみません、急に来ちゃって。いいわ、とりあえず見せてもらいましょう。状況を見て一度帰るかどうか考えるから。
No, that's not what I said.
怪しい態度。何か隠してます？
Seriously? This girl is smart.
行こう、姉さん。
The twins ignore me as I start to panic and head towards the room. They must have heard the room number from my mother.
やばいよ、葵。なんとかして引き止めないと。あの態度の悪い方、ムカつくわね。
I'm not gonna say nothing just yet.
相手は理事長の孫だよ。見つかったらやばいって。
Right. I can't think of any way to stop them. Anyway, I'll be back.
なんだかカビ臭くない？
What do you expect? It rained in there.
ちょっとだけ。でもきっと雨が降ってるからだよ。そうかしら。古いせいだと思うけど。それに台風でギシギシ言ってる。壊れちゃうんじゃない？そうかも。やっぱりやめようよ、こんなところ。うちの方がご飯も美味しいし、おじいちゃんだって。あ、この部屋だ。あれ？何これ。なんだろう、これ。これもしかして。
As I reached the second floor, the two of them were standing there, staring blankly at the glider inside. We're just looking after this.
雨漏りなんてしてないじゃない。
Huh? Oh, you're right. It looks like someone fixed it, I guess.
これを隠すために嘘をついていたのね。
Yeah, that's right. I quickly owned up to it. It seems like there's no use lying to this girl.
でもどうしてこんなものがこんな場所にあるの？だってこれグライダーですよね。
So you know what it is? I forgot the situation for a moment and accidentally answered their question. Also, I was rather happy as I did so. Gliders are a little known form of transportation, and not many people have actually seen one. Not only that, this one is currently dismantled.
だって私これもしかして学校から盗まれたやつじゃ。葵くん大丈夫かしら。さあどうだろう。今更ながら良かったのかな、あんなことしちゃって。しょうがないじゃない。ああでもしなきゃ博物館行きだったんだから。そしたらもう二度と取り返せなかったかもしれないのよ。あのグライダーは私たちがあまねちゃんから受け継いだものなのに。だよね。ねえ、どうなの？
As Yoro seems to find my attitude even more unusual, she becomes more determined to find out the truth. Back then, when the Soaring Club was shut down, when the garage was forcefully taken away from us and demolished, the glider was no longer inside. It had been moved to another place. After that, under the school's instruction, it was kept in a storeroom. We wanted to get it back quickly, but since there was no way we could fly it, and we didn't have anywhere to put it, we kept quiet and let the school take care of it. Then, a few days ago, we heard some surprising news from certain sources. The school was trying to have the glider donated to the city museum. The glider was made by the old members of the club, and an original aircraft like this is extremely rare in this country. Therefore, it has value as something to be collected by a museum. To the school, it was seen as a waste of storage space, and that they wanted to dispose of it. If it had gone to the museum, we would never have been able to have gotten it back. As an extreme measure, we decided to take it away in secret. And that's the reason why it's here now. Yes, that is correct. If I lied, I'd soon be found out. I admitted it honestly.
呆れた。こんなところに隠していたなんて。そのせいで私たちを寮に住まわせない気でいたの。
No. I heard you were coming tomorrow, and I was planning on moving it somewhere before then.
どうだか。
Unfortunately, we were still in the middle of a huge typhoon. The only other place where we might be able to store a great big glider like this would be the entranceway. However, given the circumstances, we wouldn't want to leave it anywhere so noticeable. Please, you must keep this a secret. I put both hands together like I'm praying.
私たちが理事長の孫だってさっき話したわよね。どうして私たちがあんたたちのために祖父を裏切るような真似。ここがいい。
Huh?
姉さん？
Asa seemed like she was full of determination as she made her statement.
私ここがいいの、ヨルちゃん。聞いてなかったの姉さん。ここにあるこれは学校から盗み出されたもので。それでもね、ここがいいの。ごめんなさい。
Asa begged her sister Yoru, who seemed to be both scolding her, yet astonished at the same time.
あのね、姉さん。そもそもこんなのあったら寝る場所もないじゃない。大丈夫。こうやって。
Asa laid her petite body on the gap between the fuselage and the main wings that were leaning against the wall.
私は嫌よ。でも、今日はここに泊まっちゃわないと。
The whole building shook and rattled as it was battered by strong winds.
外は台風だよ。かといってここが安全ともあまり思えないけど、なんだか不衛生そうだし。
If it ends like this, our secret will be found out. That our glider is here. So as of today, the two of you are our friends. Let's all get along together. Okay, let's have a round of applause. I say... Oh, hang on. Okay, let's have a round of applause. I say as I forcibly encourage everyone to clap. Everyone looked at my twitching smile with a dubious look on their faces and gave a round of applause.
葵くん、顔が引きつってる。こりゃバレたわね。よろしくお願いします。適当によろしくね。態度悪。
Tori, let's not push it.
いいのゆかさん、あの子超態度悪いわよ。新人教育も兼ねてここはビシッと。
Tori makes a real fuss about it, while everyone just replies with a hmm.
私らもう慣れてるし。慣れてるの？なんで？
Hey, if we can get used to your attitude, I'm sure we can get used to theirs as well. Everyone gives her a sideways look as if to say, well...
ぶっちゃけ小鳥ちゃんはこの10倍くらい態度悪かったもんね。
Get wrecked! Wrecked.
ちゃんと自己紹介してよろしくねっていうだけマシだよね。
Kotori looks to Agaha and me like she's looking for backup. Same here.
左に同じ。
She's surrounded by opposing opinions on all sides.
何よ、みんなして。私こんなに態度悪くなかったもん。
I beg to differ.
でも部屋はどうするの？だってあの部屋。
Yuka mumbles unintelligibly. We received implicit agreement from the boarders that we could hide the glider in the dormitory. They highly valued my achievement of getting the new fridge and understood our feelings as former members of the Soaring Club, so they turned a blind eye to the whole incident. That is why, supposedly, they have decided to pretend they didn't know that it's here. We'll search for another place to store it as quickly as possible. Until then, you two can use my room. Everyone made a face as if to say, is that okay? I don't have many things, so I can easily clear a space. So you can sleep anywhere you like.
じゃあ私の部屋に来ればいいよ。一緒に寝よう。ちょっとカナ、何バカなこと言ってんの？そんなことさせられるわけないでしょ。あら、どうして？それはアギャ、ほら言ってやって。そこで私に振るのかよ。そりゃああれじゃないっすか。葵がもし不祥事なんぞを起こしたら寮母を辞めなくちゃいけなくなっちゃうんで。そうそう、それよ。
What makes you think he would do something that warrants misconduct? Everyone says things like, yeah, or that would be a problem for us. Which is why that proposal is rejected. I don't need to say things like proposal rejected. It's not like this is some business discussion. Asa spoke nervously.
私、グライダーがある部屋でも別に構わないですよ。
I think she digs the glider. But there's nowhere to lay a futon.
平気です。そのくらい。 歩の上ですから。
Everyone looks at her as if they're saying, "What on earth is she talking about?" Wait. That's right. Her eyes lit up when she was looking at the glider just now. Does she have some sort of emotional attachment to it? For example, she might be some sort of airplane nerd.
私は嫌よ。あんな狭苦しいところで寝たら窒息しちゃう。夜ちゃん。嫌だったら嫌。絶対に嫌。
That face. That face. I think you lose this one, Asa. Well, you can use my room. Is that okay? For some reason, she nodded reluctantly. So that's that, everyone. It's just for a little while, so I'll appreciate your cooperation. This is my room.
お邪魔します。へえ。夜ちゃん、夜ちゃん、男の人の部屋だよ。そうね。
The two of them nervously look around my room.
漫画がこんなにいっぱい。やっぱり男の人って漫画が好きなんですね。
Said Asa, impressed, but all of them were brought here by Agaha, who had just left them here after reading them, so they're not mine.
お菓子の食べかすが落ちてる。
They're not mine either. It's because Agaha and Kotori have been eating in here. Since the garage was demolished, my room has become our meeting place. That's why there are so many things here that I have no recollection of. Sorry, I'll tidy that up soon. I clear away the trash and put all the unneeded objects out in the hallway. While I'm doing that, they just idly stand there waiting. Those two. They've been treating my room like a place to leave all their stuff. After coming and going several times, I see Asa holding the photo frame that was on the desk.
この写真。
I peek over the heads of the two sisters, who have their faces close together. It's pretty easy to do that because even for girls, they're pretty short. Oh, that photo. I was the... Sorry, folks. It was the glider and the runway overgrown with weeds. The blue sky stretching out in all directions. The shining white clouds bathed in the sunlight. Then there is our group. It was taken on the day that I had come back from the last test flight with Amane. It was a commemorative photo. This is the glider you saw just now. That's what it looks like when it's all put together. Both of them, especially Asa, look enthusiastically at the photo.
いつ撮影したものなんですか?
Around the end of last year's summer holiday, we flew the glider at dawn. Strange clouds called morning glory appear, and that's what we were aiming for.
じゃあ、あの時飛んでたのって。でも失敗したんでしょ?
How do you know?
さあ、小鳥さんとアゲハさん、葵さんですよね。
She points to the faces in the photo one by one.
こちらの 綺麗な方は
The last person in the photo she points to, the one in the picture with a carefree smile like a little kid. That's Amane Mochizuki, also known as the Super Repeat Student. She's already graduated though.
あ、さっき小鳥さんが言ってた人ですね。
Yes, that's her. The genius who's so smart she forgets that she's hungry. I add as I laugh at how strange that is.
伝説の先輩。
Legendary? Well, maybe that's true. Maybe the students of Keifu Academy will continue to tell the story of Amane Mochizuki, the strange senior, for a long time to come. Just like an urban legend. I narrow my eyes as I smile from the feelings of nostalgia as I look at the photo. The two of them look at me curiously from below. Something happened and the club lost its status, but originally we were the members of the Soaring Club. This photo is the last memorial picture of our club's activities.
もう活動はしないんですか
Well, we're still kind of continuing them. Now we've gone completely underground. We're not recognized by the school, and we carry out our activities in secret, so we don't get found out. Asa, are you interested in gliders?
いえ、私はそんな。
She totally is. She grows bright red as she looks down.
姉さんは空を飛ぶものに興味があるの。昔からね。
Well, you got busted. I see. We're planning to fly again soon, so you can come and watch if you'd like. Asa's big round eyes sparkled, and she nodded happily. So, got a little bit more of the backstory on how the glider ended up at the manor, because now that I think about it, I remember always saying during the middle of the phone call with his mother about some new dorm members, say we got to get that thing out of there. So it turns out that's what it was. So yeah, I mean, I can understand their situation of not wanting the glider to be lost. You know, it just sucks that they had to steal it. And knowing Tobioka, he would just be a pain in the rear end in everything in that regard. That's one thing I can't stand about elders. And one thing about this too is, yes, there is a looking down of between elders toward youth, but there is also a looking down on from youth toward elders. And that kind of silliness needs to stop. You know, the youth have something to bring to the table as the future generation, and the seniors or the elders always have something to bring as far as experience and wisdom to the youth. So it's time to start hearing each other out in that regard, because all of this bickering and this one-upping and all that stuff, it's just causing more division, and that doesn't need to happen. So to Mr. Tobioka, hopefully you just learn to just chill out, because you're really setting a bad example. Regardless of what the school says that you're doing, you're setting a bad example in that regard. But we'll see what happens over time. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video this time around. And if you like what you saw today, maybe leave a like. And again, some upcoming news, same as last week, but just wanted to reiterate again. Just want to share with you again about the upcoming Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough fan dub. Can't wait for that to debut. It's a little over a week out before it debuts. And again, episodes beginning May 31st, and one new episode per week on Fridays. But I look forward to the debut of the first episode on the 31st. So with that, once again, thanks again for watching. Leave a like. If you'd like to see more content down the road, maybe consider subscribing. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.